Welcome to Streaming News Network, Evening Edition, by Claude McDaniel. News without the hype and biased reporting. Please like and subscribe.
This is Claude McDaniel with Streaming News Network. Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman is criticizing Democratic Socialist Zohran Mamdani after Mamdani said he would not accept a recent United States Supreme Court decision allowing the Trump administration to move forward with ending temporary protected status for certain Haitian and Syrian immigrants. Fetterman argued that ignoring a Supreme Court ruling would amount to a constitutional crisis, saying political leaders have a responsibility to respect decisions made by the nation's highest court. He also expressed disappointment that, in his view, many members of his own party have remained silent or defended Mamdani's position instead of condemning it. The senator noted that Democrats have frequently accused President Donald Trump of creating constitutional crises, but said he believes those claims lose credibility if elected officials openly refuse to comply with Supreme Court rulings. The dispute follows two recent immigration decisions from the Supreme Court. One allows the administration to proceed with revoking temporary protected status for certain Haitian and Syrian nationals while legal challenges continue. Another ruling determined that migrants stopped before entering the United States are not entitled to seek asylum. Fetterman has repeatedly cautioned that the growing influence of the party's progressive wing could deepen divisions within the Democratic Party. This is Claude McDaniel for Streaming News Network. Los Angeles County voters have approved Measure ER, a ballot measure that increases the county sales tax by 0.5%. County officials say the additional revenue will help support local healthcare services and preserve essential public programs. The measure was placed on the ballot by the Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors and was presented to voters as the Essential Services Restoration Act. Election materials stated that the funding was intended to help address financial pressures affecting county services. The proposal remained too close to call immediately after Election Day but eventually passed as additional mail-in ballots were counted. Critics argue the tax increase will further raise the cost of living for residents already struggling with affordability. They also question the timing of state legislation that authorized the county to seek the tax increase, noting it was signed into law shortly before the election. Measure ER follows several other voter-approved tax measures in the Los Angeles region over the past decade, including initiatives for homelessness programs and housing. Opponents say the growing number of tax increases contributes to higher living costs, while supporters contend the revenue is necessary to maintain critical public services. This is Claude McDaniel for Streaming News Network. Archaeologists working in northern Sudan have uncovered a centuries-old handwritten document that confirms the existence of Nubian King Kashkash, a ruler previously known only through oral traditions and later historical writings. The fragile document, discovered among the ruins of the ancient city of Old Dongola, is believed to be about 500 years old. Researchers say it contains an administrative order issued by King Kashkash, providing the first direct archaeological evidence that he was an actual historical figure. The letter instructs one of the king's officials to oversee the exchange of textiles for a ewe and her offspring, offering a rare glimpse into the everyday administration, trade, and social relationships of the Kingdom of Makuria during the late 16th or early 17th century. Archaeologists determined the document's age using nearby coins and radiocarbon dating of materials found in the same excavation layer. The discovery was made inside what is believed to have been the residence of a high-ranking ruler, where researchers also uncovered jewelry, luxury textiles, leather shoes, musket balls, and an ornate dagger handle. Historians say the document fills a major gap in Nubian history, transforming King Kashkash from a legendary figure into a verified ruler whose government managed both political and economic affairs. This is Claude McDaniel for Streaming News Network. A father and his 11-year-old daughter are recovering after they were struck by gunfire while waiting in their vehicle outside a McDonald's in Hallandale Beach, Florida. Police say the shooting occurred Saturday afternoon as the family waited for their food order. The child's mother was inside the restaurant when an altercation involving multiple individuals escalated into an exchange of gunfire outside. Investigators say the father and daughter were innocent bystanders with no connection to those involved in the dispute. Both were transported to a local hospital and are reported to be in stable condition. Authorities believe one of the individuals involved in the confrontation may have been a McDonald's employee. However, investigators have not determined whether that employee was the intended target or an active participant in the shooting. The suspects fled the scene before officers arrived. Police are reviewing surveillance video and following multiple leads as they work to identify and apprehend everyone responsible. Officials say the child's mother rushed outside after hearing the gunfire and discovered that both her husband and daughter had been wounded. Police described the child's condition as encouraging, noting that she was conscious and responsive after the incident. The investigation remains ongoing. This is Claude McDaniel for Streaming News Network. A former forensic analyst with the Colorado Bureau of Investigation has pleaded guilty to 4 felony charges stemming from a DNA testing scandal that affected more than 1,000 criminal cases. Yvonne "Missy" Woods admitted guilt to charges of perjury, attempting to influence a public servant, forgery, and cybercrime. Under the plea agreement, prosecutors dismissed more than 100 additional charges that had originally been filed against her. Authorities say Woods manipulated and mishandled DNA testing data over a period of years. The irregularities first came to light in September of 2023 when an intern working on a research project discovered anomalies in her casework. A subsequent investigation uncovered additional evidence that data related to critical quality control procedures had been altered or deleted. A criminal investigation followed, leading to the charges filed earlier this year. After reviewing nearly 3 decades of Woods' forensic work, the Colorado Bureau of Investigation determined that 1,045 cases may have been impacted. Woods now faces a possible prison sentence of between 8 and 16 years. State officials say the guilty plea represents an important step toward accountability while efforts continue to address the consequences of the affected cases. This is Claude McDaniel of Streaming News Network. The United States Supreme Court has issued 2 major decisions clarifying the extent of presidential authority to remove federal officials from office. In a 6-3 ruling, the court sided with President Donald Trump in a case involving former Federal Trade Commission Commissioner Rebecca Slaughter. The justices ruled that the president has the constitutional authority to remove commissioners from executive agencies, overturning a long-standing legal precedent that had limited that power. Chief Justice John Roberts wrote the majority opinion, concluding that presidents must be able to exercise meaningful oversight of executive branch agencies. In a separate 5-4 decision, however, the court ruled that Trump could not remove Federal Reserve Board Governor Lisa Cook while legal proceedings against her continue. The administration has alleged mortgage fraud, allegations that Cook denies. The majority concluded that the Federal Reserve's independence from political influence is consistent with the Constitution and is essential to maintaining confidence in the nation's monetary policy. Together, the 2 rulings draw an important distinction between executive agencies that are directly accountable to the President and the Federal Reserve, whose leadership continues to receive constitutional protection from removal without due process. This is Claude McDaniel with Streaming News Network. A California man has been arrested in Hancock County, Indiana, after police recovered nearly $3 million worth of stolen industrial material that was reportedly destined for Japan. Authorities say 31-year-old Deepak Kumar of Fresno, California, was stopped Saturday morning after officers received information that a tractor-trailer linked to a cargo theft in Pennsylvania was traveling westbound on Interstate 70. Investigators allege Kumar used fraudulent shipping documents to obtain nearly 40,000 pounds of tungsten oxide powder, a valuable industrial compound that was scheduled for delivery to Mitsubishi Materials Corporation in Japan. Police estimate the recovered cargo is worth approximately $2,857,500. An arrest warrant had already been issued in Pennsylvania, where Kumar faces allegations including theft and the criminal use of a communication facility. Indiana authorities say he is also expected to face additional charges related to the case. A representative of Mitsubishi Materials Corporation has since recovered the shipment, while investigators continue to hold the truck as evidence. The investigation remains ongoing. This is Claude McDaniel with Streaming News Network. Former President Joe Biden appeared Saturday evening at the Maryland Democratic Party's Fight Back and Win Gala, delivering a speech that focused largely on criticism of President Donald Trump and encouraged Democrats to remain politically engaged. The event followed an all-day political summit attended by party leaders, elected officials, activists, and organizers from across Maryland. While Biden's speech addressed current political issues, much of the public attention afterward centered on video showing the former president appearing to pause before leaving the stage and receiving direction as he exited. The footage has renewed discussion about Biden's age and public appearances, topics that became a major issue during the 2024 presidential campaign. Supporters have maintained that isolated video clips do not accurately reflect the former president's overall abilities, while critics argue the latest appearance reinforces long-standing concerns about his fitness for office that emerged during his presidency and re-election campaign. Biden has kept a relatively low public profile since leaving office but continues to make occasional appearances at Democratic Party events and political fundraisers. This is Claude McDaniel with Streaming News Network. Screen legend Joan Collins is proving that style never goes out of fashion. The 93-year-old actress shared new photos from her summer vacation in St. Tropez, where she and her husband, producer Percy Gibson, have been enjoying the recent heatwave across Western Europe. In one photo posted to social media, Collins is seen relaxing poolside in a classic black and white striped one-piece swimsuit, paired with a straw hat, sunglasses, and a silver heart-shaped necklace while enjoying an iced coffee. Additional images show Gibson wrapping a towel around Collins after a swim, while other snapshots capture the couple relaxing together and Collins wearing a flowing white and blue patterned summer dress. The actress, best known for her iconic television and film career, continues to share glimpses of her travels and personal life with fans around the world, drawing praise for her timeless elegance and vibrant lifestyle.
Thank you for listening to Streaming News Network videos and our short reports. Please like and subscribe to our news channel.